picks and bans. GTS, let's see here. Overlay. There you go. GTS banned out Graves, Alistar, and Ari.
Okay.
Corsair decided to ban out Shen, Morgana, and Twisted Fate.
TF?
TF has been banned almost universally throughout the group stage.
Yeah, and when he wasn't banned, he was picked.
Pretty much.
You know, and I mentioned on the last cast that Jackie was saying, Jackie from Curse was saying in China, in Asia a lot, they play a very aggressive style, and TF fits into that aggression, that you have that presence and you can get in, you can do burst damage. So you got to get rid of him because he can be so aggressive.
Yep. First pick, also GTS right there with the Nocturne pick, grabbing him straight out of the gate. Corsair with the last pick, counter pick, picking up Vladimir. So, Vlad going to be going top lane against what appears to be, well, whoops. Well, here's the thing. Now, there's no dedicated support here for GTS. I believe it's an Orianna support. Well, yeah, there you go. It's the Fairy Charm into Wars. There you go. That's
wow.
There we go.
This is a fun little comp they got going on here.
Yeah.
Of course, I love to see unconventional play.
Yes.
And Orianna support is anything but conventional. So,
got the orb in the bush. Actually going to go ahead and get the vision necessary, knowing that Corsair is looking to invade. So Orianna support. I mean, you have the shield, and once you get ult, you have the displacement, and there's a little bit of harass in there as well. You have the slows available to you in case you want to go ahead and pursue, but you have Corki and you have Janna, and that's there's a lot of protection going on there. You have the Janna shield, you have the Valkyrie, so Corki's going to be relatively safe. So I'm just hoping that Orianna does well as we start heading into the mid game and starting to leave the laning phase as well. But early laning phase may also be a little bit rough because, I mean, playing any shield support is difficult sometimes to get that timing down. So I just hope that Ghost here is on point.
Yeah, and the Janna shield, of course, giving that additional damage, which is going to increase the efficiency of Corki's pokes. So it's going to be, Ezreal and Corki, two very poke-heavy bottom lane ADs. So really excited to see who has the better skill in terms of poking out, and Orianna just in my opinion a much more difficult champion to play than Janna. Janna's pretty straightforward with the shield.
It's just timing.
Yeah, exactly. Timing. And meanwhile with Orianna with the skill shots, everything she does is like skill shot oriented. So
but look at that though. Just I love the way she's utilizing the ball as a ward. Just go ahead and make sure you don't have to use your own wards constantly. So it's a fantastic vision tool on its own.
Yeah, that's a really smart play. Really creative in the way that you can use the skills to give advantage to your lane. So really good. And the shield, of course. Oh,
I think he's looking for the gank. Misses the cleaver, but there is the stun. Actually going to be going down onto Mordekaiser. And there's the AoE, and there's more than enough damage there. Mundo grabbing the first blood real quick in mid. Like, Tiger was just kind of like, what's going on? I mean, I see you're coming into lane.
Yeah.
Flash was still up and available. He could have flashed away, but decided not to. So, he's going to have it for later. And Nivea also going to have an assist to her name in the mid, and also just looking to push the wave into the tower. It may actually decide to go back here. Yep. So got a good chunk of gold on her as well. So that's I think it's going to go ahead and start on the mana regen, or even then, Ruby Crystal going to have the health, looking for a catalyst possibly.
Yeah. That mid lane gank right there is really important. Of course, we talked about this before, how you have to keep Mord at bay. Or, sorry, Magic Bucket at bay. You need to keep him down because, of course, he snowballs so hard, he skills so well into the late game that if you let him get an advantage, he can just run away with the game. So you have to keep him down, and that's how you do it. You do it by ganking because he has such poor escape. So, yeah, good on making... doing what they need to do in mid lane and keeping Mord down so that he doesn't take, run away with this game.
Yeah, but not to mention Orianna also have the passive, which is a good, pretty huge chunk of damage as well. You also get bonus damage off the AP. Granted, she has no AP now.
Yeah.
But I can see Lucky Pick being purchased just for a little bit, and you get that GP10. Yeah. So you never know.
Yeah, how do you think Orianna's going to do as you get into the late game as support and in the team fight phase? When everything's getting a little crazy and all the champions are.
Well, she has the slow, she has the ult.
Yeah.
And I think I mean, the shields, shield slow ult. That's pretty much all she's got. Cleaver once again in mid stun. There's the flash to get out of there. I almost thought that Mord was actually going to flash into the stun there for a second. I got kind of worried. But he's safe again for now. But it's strange though, because Mordekaiser, usually what he does in mid is that he tries to push harder than the mid opponent. And just, push the tower, make you deny wave, and he'll just farm. But Anivia has quite the upper hand here. Who's getting low? Oriana's getting pretty low. Has to shield herself just there for a moment. But it looks like, bot, actually all 3 lanes. Corsair is pushing pretty hard, just universally across the map.
Yeah, well, in mid they can definitely do that. Anivia has the toolkit to keep Mord back, keep him at bay. And combined with the really strong Mundo ganks, Mord is going to be really scared until he gets in a position where he's well farmed and he's getting really tanky.
Yeah, and remember, he's also champed with really no escapes, no CC. He's just pure damage in a bucket.
Yeah, and I'm curious if because of that, that's why
Mondo finding out the Nocturne in the Tri-Brush. There's the nice shield and the Fear actually going to be going down. But Vlad is here in pursuit as well. It looks like Warwick may be in a little bit of a tricky spot. He's not quite 6, but the Vlad ult will go down a little bit extra damage, keeping him away for the time being. And Nocturne he's looking to find his place, looking to see where he belongs in lane. But all 3 lanes are pushing. It's a candy store for him. Once he hits 6, it's just candy raining from the sky in terms of kills, because Nocturne sees people as candy apparently. It's very very delicious. It's like, oh, delicious kills and sugar.
Okay.
But I don't know. Once he hits 6 though, his ganks are going to become that much more stronger. But everyone's still pushing. There's a lot of ganking opportunities, and Vlad may very well actually take out top tower right now.
That's pretty early, and we've seen some other games when Vlad takes a tower out so hard. Meanwhile in the jungle, could be an
Nocturne doesn't quite know. His blue is being stolen at the very moment. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know they're there. Gets caught with the stun. Has to flash away. He is ignited, but Mundo will go ahead and pick that one up. However, there is a ghost on. There is a ghost onto Vlad. Mord ult is on him. But he has enough regen to go ahead and counteract that. Meanwhile, bot lane going to go back for a second there. And Corky was actually getting pretty aggressive down in the bot lane in the meantime. The wave is still not quite pushed, but Ezreal, I think he's going to be getting caught out there. There's the Oriana ball looking to slow Corky, and just looking to duel. It's a pretty even exchange. Yeah. Oriana has been ignited though, so it's going to be both ADs. They wanted to trade, looking for a trade, but Oriana has to go back. Janna doesn't necessarily have to. She can stay in lane for a little while and continue to push.
Yeah, I think that was the idea behind that, was that Janna could stick around for a little bit longer and maybe do some damage. Meanwhile, Oriana still has to play safe and still has to stay back. Yeah. And I'm curious why Mundo perhaps...
Vlad picked up a Quicksilver Sash straight away. Mundo looking to go in. There's a very nice wall coming from Anivia. Mordekaiser is a little bit trapped. Your ult has been procced by Mundo, so he has all that extra regen. Yeah. Nice wall.
Very nice wall.
But Warwick, top lane, he gets the AP. He just spams Q. It's a lot of it's a lot of damage. It's a pretty good chunk of damage. Not only Q assist will that help him, stay clear, but I believe it also clears things. Clears things like Ignite and the Mord ult and other BS that he doesn't want to have to deal with right now.
Right. Yeah. It's gonna allow him to farm a lot more aggressively because he has that escape, so that he can he's a little bit safer to do that. And Vlad, of course, is just a ridiculous farming champion. Yeah. So, and I think maybe that also goes along with the fact that the tower is about to go down in top lane for. Yeah. And so now he can go and he can push into the lane a little bit more, knowing that he can go deep with the safety of the sash. Yep.
But granted, while he's building it, he's not building damage, but he's got an okay position in lane. Actually, really okay, because he's nearly he's about like 30 creeps up on Warwick at the moment, and that is huge this early on in the game. He's just looking to push, he's looking to farm. Warwick has no choice but to really farm at tower, and that's really what GTS has been doing all game across all lanes. Warwick getting dove. There's the QSS. He was looking to ult him, just walks away from it real easy.
Oh, meanwhile in mid lane, Anivia has just such a strong toolkit against Mord that Mord has to stay back. And look, he pokes out a little bit. Oh, meanwhile, Mundo in the mid just coming in for another gank.
Ooh, flash being wasted, but there's Nocturne in retaliation. Wants to just, give a quick taste. Get a quick taste of Anivia and then immediately back off.
Yeah.
Top turret, Vlad did indeed go ahead and push that down real quick like.
Yeah.
And now there's Mundo is actually also coming around through the enemy territory.
Oh, nice.
Nice shield from Orianna to go ahead and stop the cleaver. But mid Mord is actually really hurt at the moment. He has no choice but to back off, but this allows Anivia some time to go wander out to bot lane.
Yeah, and that's the strength of Anivia. Can just poke, he gets out of position, and Anivia throws the wall up and just does some significant damage to Mord, and Mord has to go back. And look, free Dragon.
There you go.
As they play really aggressive and as they just do damage here and there where they can, they're slowly whittling down the team into, giving them an advantage and putting them in position to take Dragon, take objectives, and roam around the map.
Yep, and because of Anivia's kit, Anivia was actually picked in the first set of 2 from Corsair, and GTS picked Mordekaiser in response to Anivia, which may have not been the greatest idea in the world, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things like, oh man, I counterpicked myself. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I think Mord can work, but when you have such strong ganks, especially from someone like Mundo, who, it's like it really puts you at a disadvantage.
Really quick as well. And
yeah,
it was just,
exactly.
that first gank, that first kill was just really snowballing from there. Now, so Mord, granted, the farm, the shield, the wall going up, blocking him off once again. It's about a 10 creep lead for Anivia, but remember, she also has a kill, also has an assist. Orb going down, looking to slow Corki just a tad, just a little bit. And
Anivia also has that blue buff. Oh, and here comes
Mundo
coming in.
Once again, Ignite going down. He's looking to dive this. There's the wall. Mundo's not, Mundo's going to be able to get away, and there you go, Anivia with a quick kill. But Mundo got incredibly low, but he should be just fine. And Ezreal, this shield doing work. The Ignite, no. But there's the Valkyrie, and nice flash in response. But will he be able to get away? I think so. Orb keeping Corki at bay. Very well timed from Ezreal. But he's sticking around, just drinking that potion as quick as he can. And still, though, the push from Corsair just never stops.
Merciless.
It never stops.
Yeah, I think, and they can do it because they're winning all their lanes. Farm, again, such a significant part of this game. And when you're behind on this much on farm, and you have a kill deficit as well, you can see by the gold.
Vlad's doubled up Warwick.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he can push like that because he has that sash, and because Mundo's so strong. And
yeah, look, there we go. Ult, cleanse, pool, nothing. That's it.
That's it, man.
It's crazy. And there you go. There's a summoner heal going off as well. Gets him a little bit extra harass, and Vlad just goes back to business as usual.
Gosh, this is a really aggressive Vlad player. I am Devil. By his name, you can tell.
You can tell he's pretty evil.
Yeah.
Just by looking at him.
Yeah.
But Mord, I think maybe getting a little bit too far out in the mid, because there's Anivia and there's Mundo from behind, and now he knows, he's got to run. He's got to run big time.
He had some good vision with the ward in a really key place there, so he knew they were coming. But he's about to run into just a bunch of.
He's got everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. This is a party down bot lane.
Yeah.
So it's and Nocturne's just still trying to find his place, and it is one of the most unfortunate things for a jungler to have all of your lanes just losing, because sometimes as a jungler you'll hesitate to actually try and gank a losing lane because you know you may very well die also, which will just feed the lane even more. So sometimes your best recourse as a jungler in a situation like this is to just sit back and farm. Yeah. But things are just starting to spiral way too out of control here.
The problem with that is all of his lanes are losing.
Yeah.
So when GTS, he wants to play aggressive, he wants to do ganks, but then he won't be able to farm. He'll get behind, especially with Mundo's extremely quick clear speed. So yeah, you get to a point where it's like, I don't know what lane to help. And just getting chunked.
Ooh, almost getting the stun there in mid.
Yeah, you don't know which lane to help because they're all losing. And at that point, it's a really bad position for the jungle to be in. And luckily he's got that wriggle, so it's going to help him with that increased clear speed, and so he's going to go a little bit quicker. And it shows he has 3 more farm than Mundo.
I think Nocturne's best chances for gankings at this point in time would more than likely be bottom because they're still pushing. The tier
Yeah.
1 is still up. Vlad is just an absolute no-go.
Yeah.
Whatsoever, because all the CC is just gonna be cleared by that sash. He can just pull away. He has too many escapes right now. He's just way too far ahead. There's a stun going down. Tiger in mid plus the ignite. Not gonna do it. The ult. Oh, good. I mean, valiant effort.
Yeah.
The ult does regen health on you because it just drains away, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's just not enough to counteract that ignite. Very good job by the Anivia continuing those kills.
Really put pressure, and yeah, and Mord just is going to be less and less of an issue in this game because he's so far behind at this point.
Same thing with Warwick.
Yeah, Mord's got decent farm. I mean, not great, but Anivia, has been getting the blue and has been able to just put on a relentless aggression.
And been stealing the blue as well.
Yeah.
So it's like it's been a while since GTS has had their own blue.
Buffs.
Really, Nocturne's getting his red.
Yeah.
But I mean, the blue is really vital for Anivia, just period.
Yeah.
It's just she's a very mana-intensive champ. And you have the ultimate just drains relentlessly. There's Nocturne. There you go with the bot gank, getting it behind the Janna ult and still in position. Quick kill on the Corki. That's what you needed, but may not be able to follow up on anything else from there. That is what bot lane needed. That's what Nocturne needed. That's what GTS needed. But they're still pretty far behind though.
Yeah.
And once again, more global gold going to Corsair with the top tier 2 going down. Vlad ult. Just keeping Warwick away.
Yeah,
just to scare him. It was like, I just put down this blood. I just paid like $300 for this carpeting. You stepped on it with your shoes on, with your dirty feet,
with
Warwick.
Your dirty blood shoes.
What are you? You're some kind of crazy animal. You don't take your shoes off. You don't even have shoes. What's wrong with you? What's going on?
What is it going on? We're all wondering what's going on here.
Never lesson learned. Never invite Warwick into your house because he will track mud and he doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So, Dragon being picked up once again
Yeah.
by Corsair. Quick, easy money.
Yeah, I mean they just have a really good idea of with the deep ward coverage, which is what you want to do when you have such a strong advantage and you're getting pushed into lane so much. Just ward the enemy jungle really well. Have a good idea where they are, where their jungler is, and with that you can play aggressive and you can leverage your lead some more.
Yeah. Oh, and Anivia with the nice wall. Good shield in response from Nocturne, but it's a 3v1, 3v2, now back to a 3v1 again. Corsair's just all over the map. They're everywhere they need to be. They're everywhere you want to be. And Mordekaiser just falling. The bucket crumbles under tower. But there is the Mord ult onto Anivia. Nice Warwick ult onto Anivia. But the first time the egg has come out today, I think. So we'll be fine. We'll not be able to take out the bird. The ult continues. The damage continues. Ezreal goes down. Another wall. Warwick has no recourse but the flash over the wall. Just pure abuse.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I expected a lot more from Ezreal on that, especially with that really, really well-timed ult, good location. Yeah. It did no damage, and I think that's because of such a strong level advantage. And if you look at Anivia, crazy amount of farm.
Look
at the build.
A lot of stuff.
I mean, she's way into her build.
Anivia's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Period.
Is
and that's
Anivia
just like
she or he? I said
it's
she.
a she. It's a she.
Okay, all right. The bird.
The bird
is way into the build, so doing a pretty good job and continuing to be able to put a lot of pressure. And whoa, that was
weird. A little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Earth. He's a weird manatee.
Yeah.
It's to be expected.
Yeah. He's just trying to swim. He's just trying to have a good time.
Just keep swimming.
Yep.
Just keep swimming.
Yeah, indeed.
Just keep swimming.
I was going to say, actually, earlier, Nocturne had a pretty cool gank on bot. And
yes.
In an era when, ward coverage is becoming increasingly more popular, and you're
which
seeing,
it should be.
Which it should be, because wards are amazing. And you're seeing supports with, starting with 5, 6, 7, like these crazy ward amounts, and they're just warding like crazy. The in-lane ganks, where you're coming up from behind, become extremely efficient, and Nocturne is the king of that. Can come up from behind and can dive in and take stuff out. So,
Valkyrie over the wall. Nice ward coverage in that line brush there by the race. The Ignite Maiden. Wow!
Nice. Very nice.
Wow! Amazing missiles just right over the trees. He's got them stockpiled.
Yeah.
Might as well. Getting another quick kill. It's easy.
Yeah, that was good. Good read about where he was gonna go. He checked one spot and he wasn't there, so he knew he had to go in this other position. So,
And he knew he wasn't going back because of the fantastic ward coverage they've been having.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, just all these wards coming in from Corsair, just so
really deep,
real deep.
Yeah. And yeah,
really
they're going to be able to control everything at this point. Like unfortunately, GTS isn't going to have a good idea. Meanwhile, this giant
Warwick
team fight happening.
Regretting that decision, unfortunately. The Ezreal usually can just go ahead and clear minion waves pretty easy, but this time it is not. Mordekaiser getting caught up in the mix. There's the orb trying to provide some level of shield. Devil may almost go down, but no, and Ezreal, there you go. Blocked by the wall. Mord goes down as well. Zeus, Ghost, not a whole lot of places to go. The Fear almost doing something, but there you go. Orianna, just try. Hey, Ball, you do something.
Oh man, see how big Mundo was in that fight? He could literally just go where he please.
That's his thing.
Yes, he does. You know,
that's usually his thing.
Yeah, he's really tanky. He's got that armor. He's got
all the health he needs.
He's got all the health he needs.
He's got the giant spell. I mean, he may just very well buy a Sunfire just because.
Maybe,
and here's the thing, not a lot of Mundos buy a Spirit Visage on him. Sometimes I will just for a little bit of magic resist, but that makes his ult that much more effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
In tight spaces like that, it's crazy good.
And that was like the key thing in that he ulted and he could basically just wander around and he was taking tower damage and he dove almost all the way to the fountain. Like he
can do that. He can afford to do stuff like that. And also got to make a quick note: the only person on Corsair to actually die is Corki. Only one. Devil. The pool escaping the barrage from Ezreal. Even I'm not sure if it was actually going to be enough damage. 380. Could have.
Maybe.
It could have.
Probably not. It's hard to say.
I mean, you have almost nearly 100 magic resist. That's like half reduction.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't think it would have happened.
Yeah. And we're looking at a really significant gold lead now for Corsair. And yeah, what is that? 14K we're looking at here. So when you get to that point, it's difficult. You just kind of wait it out. You let minions push and then move in and take inhibs, which I think we're going to see right now. I mean, there's nothing really that GTS can do. They're going to try to hang on, but they can't face them in a head-on fight. They need tower coverage. So they have to let them have the inhibs and just try to poke at them like they're doing right now. Yeah, and best shot is just, let them come on in to the Nexus. There's 2 turrets there. There's something that may actually happen there, but there's just too much damage in every lane. It's just a little bit too fed. Orianna ult trying to keep everyone in place, but the Vlad ult should be able to make quick work of a lot of champs. Warwick a little bit too far out in front, does go down to the Corki. Devil just trying to get away as quickly as possible, but not sure how much good it's going to be doing for GTS here. They're at bay. They're scared to go in, and rightly so, but they have no choice. They have to let the inhib down. Yeah. And Corsair is just going to go ahead, wander up towards Baron, take him real quick, and then probably just push for the win. Yeah. Warwick got just burned down really quick in that fight. He wants to go and he wants to initiate with that ultimate. But, I mean, it's hard to choose who you're going to initiate on when everyone's so tanky and doing so much damage at this point. Yeah. They're so far ahead. Nivea, significant level lead on Mord, level 15, Mord's level 13. So when those levels come into play, they have a lot more life, they have a lot more damage, and there's not a lot you can do. And Warwick has to get in and get close, and they just burst them down so fast. Yep. So, I mean, there's pretty much a universal level lead in every lane, in every position here, just all across the board here from Corsair, which is fantastic. Aggressive play. Really aggressive Nocturne had no idea where to go or what to do, but until it was too late, getting those ganks off in bot, we're still pretty successful, but top lost hard, mid, ended up losing pretty hard with that constant Mundo presence. I was kind of curious how that was going to play out because he chose to go with Flash instead of getting Exhaust. And so I didn't think maybe his ganks were going to be as strong as they could have been. But no, he knows Mordekaiser doesn't really have that many escapes, and he may just get into a position a little bit too deeper than he wanted to. And those are situations where you want to, weigh. Do I want Flash? Do I want Exhaust? Do I want Promote? Do I? Do I want Revive or something like that? Do I want Garrison, despite the fact that it's not in Summoner's Rift? May just Barrier, the new
Barrier. Yeah, I forgot about Barrier. Forgot about Barrier.
Yeah.
But there you go, Corsair pushing another inhib down. They have the Baron buff. There's not a whole lot to be done by GTS here. Just going to be pushed back into the fountain and then usually die. There is the second Nexus turret going down, followed by the Nexus, and looks like Corsair is just going to go ahead and take this one. Just focus down the Nexus. You can do it. You can do it.
I
There you
believe.
go.
GG.
Yep, there you go. So Corsair entering the group 1-0.
All right.
GTS already down one. So
Okay.
fantastic aggressive play.
Oh my gosh, aggressive is an understatement. They were just all in their business.
They're all up in that.
All up in that business the whole game, especially in mid. Poor Mord.
Yeah,
Ended the game 1-6.
Poor Warwick.
Yeah,
poor Warwick. That's
Yeah.
just abuse. It's like I am going to rush a QSS.
Yeah.
And render your ult, your best tool against me, useless from the get-go.
Yeah.
And that's how much farm he had in order to just go ahead and buy it outright.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts, pretty insane. But next match going to be SSWIE versus Corsair.
Yeah.
And we're going to see how that goes. We'll see how Corsair, they may be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah,
after day one.
Let's see if they stay ultra aggressive, which I'm absolutely sure
They may.
will. Yeah.
They may very well, but
It seems like it's their play style to me, but
yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. It's a
Yeah.
work of art.
Yeah.
And we will see if their aggression continues going into the next game in Group C, SSWIE versus Corsair. We will be back in a moment. Stay tuned.